Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Through the Ashes with me, Bring It On. Let's go and continue cautiously,
I'm gone.
as we're in pretty rough shape.
The mission must be carried out. Be careful, everyone. Using clever tactics now.
Alright.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds. Watch each other.
Alright, stop to your spear there, buddy.
You're going down! You're not half bad. Using clever tactics now.
Alright, so far so good.
Attack! Enemy near. I'm out of sight.
The Great Deeds of Prelate Holroon. Scene 1, Enter Chorus. A century of grief struck Avestan. Sarkoris fell, and the vast Worldwound opened, thus giving birth to the abyssal spawn. But then Queen Galfrey, may her life be blessed, drank the vial, and as Mendev's shield, led forth the Great Crusades. And so 100 years have passed. Amadei still guides us as we hold the line. And in Kenabres, Prelate Holroon wages his war on enemies of state. As long as he remains the law's unyielding keeper, the border city is safe from the demon's claws. Scene 2. A square in Kenabres, Prelate Holroon stands proud. A guardsman runs over to him. Holroon. Who goes there? Guardsman. We're doomed, Prelate. Doomed. A demon horde surrounds the city walls. Holroon. Not another word, you craven. Form a unit. We'll fight the beasts and slay them in the name of good. Pause, I hear rats squeaking in the background. A guardsman. You're outside the walls. I do not seek my death. Holroon. You heretic. You betray Kenabres. Die then. Holroon slays the guardsman. Holroon. There's no place for cowards. Amadei protects us, but fear is fertile soil for cultist filth. Holroon exits. Scene 3. Prelate Holroon with his unit marches beyond the gates to face the demon horde. Holroon. Abyssal wretches stand before us. Inquisitor. Here comes a spear. I barely missed you, Prelate. Why take the risk? Holroon. For years on end I've risked my life against our foe. I do not fear to lose it. Draw your blade. May the goddess bless us. Go. To battle. Chorus. The Prelate's fire and sword strike true. The endless ranks grow thinner by the minute, as snow in Mendev melts in early spring. The shrieking beasts have scattered for his ire. The Prelate lives. Kenabres will not fall. Another 50 XP. Hear rats squeaking.
Something's wrong. Our duty calls. Aim carefully. No time for standing around. Be careful, everyone. It's you or me.
I'm just gonna beeline for my rogue. I'll just kite him around and take care of him that way. Hey, some rope. Adorable rope, every adventurer's best friend and trustiest companion.
I managed. Using clever tactics now. Let's head out.
There's a sturdy-looking door in front of you that's locked. You hear someone snoring on the other side. Listen closely. The people behind the door are fast asleep. Judging by the snoring, sniffling, and smacking of lips, there are at least 3 people in there. Having a little snooze, the pigs. Krath swears under his breath as he peeks through the keyhole. If they wake up, we might not be able to handle all of them at once, or handle them all at once. I wish we could smother them in their sleep, but the door's locked. Maybe we should wedge it shut with something from this side to keep them in there. Or let's pick the lock. Let's try to pick the lock. The door opens without a sound. The cultist is snoring peacefully, unaware of the danger.
Using clever tactics now. Let us be careful.
Please, focus.
I shall not fail.
The mission must be carried out. I've survived worse.
The road awaits. Forwards! A solid plan. You're going down! You faint!
Alright, come on, take him down. Please and thank you. Over, Karth.
My mistake.
Whew, got it close. But we got a masterwork dagger. We can give the regular dagger back to Karth. I know what I'm doing. I'm playing a different game. Alright. My character gets the masterwork. He gets the regular dagger. That's his melee option. And we can go to the auditorium. Not going to do that quite yet.
Using clever tactics now.
That's Freda Linsdaden.
We must act.
Oh, this will come in handy. Don't come any closer. The hoarse warning is barked out with authority, the voice of someone who's used to giving orders. The speaker, however, does not look in the least bit intimidating. An aged dwarf woman in bloodstained clothes. Her face has been bandaged with a filthy rag. You've already caused enough trouble to be hanged thrice over. Escort me to safety, and I'll be willing to plead an extenuating circumstance when the court hands down your inevitable punishment. Karth's eyes dart toward the hallway. Quiet, he whispers. We're friends. Keep hollering like that, and the cultists will come to bump us all off. Friends? I think not. You sound more like a street ruffian than a decent townsman. She makes no attempt to lower her voice. Please, keep your voice down. We're prisoners here too. We're working on an escape plan. It's not a trick, is it? The dwarf's voice still sounds skeptical, but at least she pipes down. Very well, I'm going with you. Help me out of this place, and I'll see to it that you receive an award for your efforts. Take her to the stage. We'll take you somewhere less dangerous. That's right. Come on, follow me. We'll get those old bones of yours out of this hellhole. The elderly dwarf adjusts the rag covering her eyes with a brisk equanimity, as though it is an everyday part of her attire. Well, I suppose I underestimated you young people. My apologies. I understand that you're planning an escape. Marvelous. I'm coming with you. Fortunately, back when my eyes were still intact, I happened to notice a certain detail that might now prove to be our salvation. This your old gal is made of strong stuff. You can barely stand. You sound like a military commander. Who are you, anyway? Freda Linsdaden, Special Inspector of the City Council. There's steel in her voice. She's obviously used to instilling fear in crooked functionaries with her name alone. When this whole upheaval began, I was here at the theater conducting an inspection. I had uncovered a number of egregious cases of misappropriation of funds. It is commendable that you've helped me out of the basement, but now your duty as good citizens demand that you help me deliver my report to the town hall. Embezzlement of public funds must not go unpunished. Let me get your priorities straight there, lady. You mentioned noticing something that could help us escape. Correct. There is some manner of undocumented well down in the orchestra pit. Abadar knows where it came from, but the theater's solution was quite slipshod. They simply covered it with a pile of junk. That's an accident waiting to happen, if I ever saw one. Some poor musician could trip and break their neck. Well, right now we can use this travesty to our advantage. Judging by the draft coming in through the cracks in the floor, the well must lead to the caves under the city. The old girl's idea is solid. Karth scratches it at his stubble. If we escape through the caves, nobody will find us. The question is, how do we open that well without alerting every cultist in the auditorium? Whatever. We'll think of something. Theater was embezzling public funds. In a most outrageous manner. Every year, the city would allocate vast sums to the theater's renovation, yet the cracks all over the building only multiplied. The chandeliers in the auditorium are barely hanging on. They could fall at any moment. Hey, there's an idea. The costumes, which are recorded as being made from satin and velvet, were actually, if you can believe it, pieces of colored paper glued together. Shameful. I noticed you mentioned Abadar. Do you serve him? I'm not a cleric, if that's what you're asking. I serve the Judge of the Gods from my own place in the town hall. What happened to your eyes? I tried appealing to those scoundrels' conscience. Well, to be precise, it is quite obvious that they possess no conscience. But at the very least try to awaken their fear of legitimate authority. Don't they realize that the Mendevian army is about to enter the city, and that every one of them will hang? She reaches for the rag covering her face, but then jerks her hand back. They splash some caustic filth in my face. I do believe it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me on an inspection visit. But it's nothing an experienced cleric can't fix. A report on embezzlement at the theater. Don't be ridiculous. The city is burning. There might not be a town hall to deliver your report to. Whether the town hall exists or not is beyond my area of responsibility. I've got a report to deliver, and so it must be delivered. Come rain, come fire, come demon invasion, it matters not. Duty above all. Garth twirls his finger next to his head. Alright, we must go. Freda nods curtly. Freda listens to your footsteps warily. Who's there? Is that you? Be a little bit more specific than you. Well, either way, we can proceed. We might better use those chandeliers she mentioned to drop on the cultists in the auditorium. Throw in a quick save. New rooms ahead. Let's go to
using clever
stealth up.
Now.
Evade danger. Let's gain 50 experience points. And evade danger.
Watch your step. It's done. I'm gone. Something here.
Oh, hello there. Alright, let's give him the short bow instead. We failed. Shabby walls and piles of junk mark this place out as a storage room.
I managed. Follow my steps.
Alright, so what do we do here? don't think those levers doing anything that he's reaching. That's just that one bridge. Okay. I'm not noticing a pattern here. I don't know if I'm... Oh, this locks bridges, doesn't it? Gosh darn it. Yeah, okay. I see. I see. So we need to put this one back down.
No time for standing around.
You get him back over here, it looks like. Which is this one?
Agreed.
There we go. I was wondering what these... They weren't doing anything actively, but they locked the other bridges in place and changed the pattern that they drop in.
Let us be careful.
The problem I'm facing here is that I have to go back across. Oh, maybe this drops all of them, so I don't have to worry about that. So we got tools. Some other junk. Neat, okay. Took me longer than it probably should have had to figure out, but I did figure it out. I'm curious if I should go into the auditorium over here. I believe it's going to have us run across that large group of cultists. We can pop this potion. Let's quick save before we do. Go ahead and stealth up and go in here. You look at the hastily boarded up heavy door. You hear voices coming from the other side. Examine the door. The wooden door looks hefty, and the craftsmanship solid. It's not something one can break with their bare hands. Listen to the voices on the other side of the door. You can't make out any words, but the cultists are clearly having a good time. You hear bits of crude speech, strained screams, and shrill crackling. Try the door. The door is boarded up tight. The only way to get into the auditorium is to break it down. We've got the tools, so I guess we could open it. But we shouldn't. At least at the auditorium, where the whole cultist gang is. It's in our best interest for it to stay shut.
Tread lightly.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Let us bide our time. Our duty calls.
Let us go back and take care of... Back here? Take care of this first. Okay, yeah, I can enlist the big man to break the floorboards. Alright, let's do this anyway. Hoping it doesn't make too much noise.
Please focus. Using clever tactics now?
You look at the hastily boarded up heavy door. You hear voices coming from the other side. Ricarth, take the tools and open it up. You sure? He listens to the voices on the other side of the door. There's a lot of them in there, all armed, and what do we have? The most down in a heartbeat. Well, trust me, we'll fight our way through. Ricarth sighs heavily. I'm sure you know what you're doing. They got us. Razma and her entire boneyard are going to be laughing their heads off at us. Well, here goes. I'm hoping... Oh, it does initiate combat right away. You again. This time I really will kill you.
Watch each other. Attack! Aim carefully. Learn from my mistake.
Alright. Okay. Learn my lesson. I was hoping we could sneak in because they, afraid I mentioned the chandeliers. Maybe we could drop chandeliers on them to thin out their numbers.
I'm gone.
So, it was worth a shot. We're supposed to find a way to distract them before we open up the door, though. Let's go back this way. I know we can go back down to the orchestra pit, I believe.
Follow my steps.
Have you not found a way out yet? There's a hole in the floor backstage that's been soppily covered with planks. You break them off. It's our chance to escape. Looks at his maimed hand, then shrugs and turns to Rick Hearth. Breaking things is easy work. Nothing we can't handle between the two of us. Am I right? Right you are. So there's no way to do it quietly. You need to distract them while we break the floor open. Just don't push it too far. That lot is quick to pull a knife. McCarth glances at the other prisoners on the stage. Maybe one of these poor saps can help you. Alright, I must go. Alright, I've already read that. So we need to find someone else to help distract the cultists, and then we can get out of here. Well, we make a run for it yet? I need to keep the cultists occupied, or Ricarth removes the floorboards. Can you help me with that? Help you? But they'll kill me on the spot. He hesitates. He gives you an apologetic look. I'm sorry. I'm not as brave as you. Maybe I can play something from backstage. Music could help you distract them, right? Maybe she can help too. Alright, yeah, sure. Commence the escape. Let's go. We decided to escape through the hole in the floor backstage. You found another way out, have you? Let's hope it works. You gather backstage by the boarded up hole. Well, is everything ready? So, what's the plan? I'll open up the floor. It'll take time and a lot of noise. Someone needs to go on stage to give them a little show. I get the feeling that someone will have to be you. I don't know why I'm not helping break open the floorboards. I have much more strength than he does. And probably more strength than Bamir. Let me help you out with the floor. Bamir flexes his beefy left arm. 3 hands are still more than 2. I guess I could... Langrat looks at you timidly. No, I'm not going on stage no matter what you say. I could play something from backstage. Music should help mask the noise a little. Alright, it's time. Let's get to it. Alright. It's a shame the Ruined Theater doesn't have an announcer who could exclaim, "Come on, come all. Be the first to see the death-defying act as the victim taunts a room full of murderers." Truly, this theater has never seen a performance like this before. No rehearsal, no script, only pure improvisation in front of an audience of rabid zealots. The screeching of rusted nails is already coming from backstage. Ricarth is not wasting any time. What will Don Bunyan do? How will he distract the cultists? Address the cultists in a speech. Don Bunyan walks onto the stage and addresses the cultists in an impassioned speech. He rebukes them for their misdeeds and beseeches them to forswear their service to the forces of the abyss, repent, and lay down their weapons. And the speech works like a charm, has the cultists in stitches. The cultists laugh and whistle. They demand more. "You're a funny one," shouts one, and adds, "We might let you live till tomorrow." Another one joins in. "What else can you do, huh? How about singing? Come on, sing for us." How will Don Bunyan respond? They call for the musicians' help. Why sing words when you've got music? Langrat gets his violin. And as the bow touches the strings, the cultists forget about everything, absorbing the beautiful melody. They are completely oblivious to the creaking of nails as Rakarth pulls them out of the floor. And there he is, waving from backstage. It's time to end the performance and promptly exit the stage without taking a bow or expecting applause. Great success. Empty bottle for liquid. This empty bottle can be used to collect acid from some vermin. What dreadful stench. What awaited us had we remained in the cultist grip was even worse. No time for chit-chat. Let's find a safe place first. Oh, they aren't chasing us, are they? Come on, take a deep breath. Let's get out of here.
Let's head out.
I've survived worse.
Right, back into stealth.
Let us be careful.
Forgot enemies were a thing for a second. Alright, that'll probably come in handy. We'll give that to our buddy. Actually, we'll give that to my main character, since he already has a ranged option. In fact, do this too. Enemies are so weak, an opening volley from my crossbow and Rakarth's.
We must act.
Did we use up our tools earlier? Okay. Rakarth's shortbow might finish off any enemies we come across.
Lightly.
I'll have to risk getting into melee with everything we see. Alright, interactive objects. When you click an object like this, it'll display several icons for possible actions. The rope can help you climb a height to shorten your path or evade an encounter with an enemy. You can use tools to clear various roadblocks. In many cases, you can try to make do with your bare hands. That might cause fatigue or other negative effects. For the rubble, ask for Mir's help. Yeah, have Amir clear it out. Let's get back this way, we'll grab this next. This is neat. I like how the NPCs we save actually play a part. Which is what I suspected was going to happen in the first place. Quarterstaff. Alright, 1d4, 1d6. Well, I guess that +1 to hit with the Masterwork Dagger is probably better. You know what? We're going to swap back to that. Again, enemies are so weak, I just need to hit them. Alright, we can speed this up a bit.
Using clever tactics now?
Follow my steps.
Damn it.
Man. Not doing well. Web-covered rubbish is strewn all over the place. It's been a while since anybody came down here. This is Knowledge World anyway. I mean, it's not bad. And it's one of his racial skills. We're still failing everything. Where are you going? This passage leads back to the theater. There's nothing left for us there, so move it.
Let's head
See if I can get the drop on this centipede. Go on.
Attack! Be careful, everyone.
You're going down!
I feel faint.
Why is he not attacking? He put his dagger away. I think, or was he trying to attack there?
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Alright, buddy, you got it. That mushroom better be worth it. Alright, come on, buddy. You don't have to hit hard, you just have to hit. Cavern mushroom. A thinly glowing mushroom emitting a rancid smell. Yeah, -1 to use magic device. That's not good. A good observation spot. Let's take a look around and try to see what's up ahead. Nothing good. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one we will, I guess, scout ahead. And try not to get killed. The best plan I can come up with for right now. But for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next one.